Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm super excited to share what I'm working on today. So this is a two theme video. I'm doing a demonstration on behalf of BB Craft of these little crimping. They're called iron ribbon crimp ends. And then these little crimp ends here. They have I have 3 different colors, and they came in a set from BB Craft, and they are 345 pieces in the set. And that is like tons. I showed them in my unboxing, but there's gold, silver, and a bronze color, and they have these little teeth on here. These are pretty small, but they're not too small. They're actually the perfect size for journals, I would say. And they have a little loop here on the top, so you can put things in there. So let's see. I think that was all I wanted to say about that. Oh, I was going to measure it for you. But yeah, I got these from BB Craft, and I'm demonstrating them for BB Craft. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. And I will have these linked, all my BB Craft products from my last order linked in this video. And also, BB Craft has a YouTube program where if you have 100 subscribers, you can apply to their YouTube program, and you can also demonstrate their products if you're accepted into their program. So I will have that link below also, so you can apply for BB Craft's YouTube program. But anyway, let's get started. Welcome to Tassel Tuesday also. And this is where this collab is an open collab hosted by Jovi with Creating with Jovi. Several participants, and there will be all listed below also. So check out. Everyone has awesome ideas for tassels. So we have a lot of fun just to, it's amazing how many different ideas we can come up with each week. And we've been doing this for quite a while, once a week. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, so I thought it was going to be a quick tassel, but I've been working on these for a couple hours just to see what I could come up with. I had this one in mind, and then I decided to also use the BB Craft crimp ends and, show you how those work. So let me show you this first, because this is done, and I'm not going to demonstrate this. But this is a really cool denim and lace and pretty denim and lace tassel I made this week. And I'll have my playlist or I can't talk tonight. I'm trying to talk too fast because I want to get this done. This takes a while, believe it or not. But yeah, I'll have my playlist of tassels linked below, so you can see, some of them I've made from scratch. You can see how I make one from scratch. But yeah, I got all the little, fabrics here. So I have some ribbon, this pretty ribbon here, or this is lace actually, some pretty vintage lace. Then I had some denim that I tore into strips, and I did fray it a little bit. It wanted to fray, so I said go right ahead, and I just let it fray. So they're not like perfect cut strips of denim or anything. They're frayed in different ways, but I think that's awesome, for denim, because it's just, that rustic look with the pretty lace. And then I added, I wasn't going to do it. I didn't want to do it, but I had to. It made me add these pearls. So I added 3 strands of pearls. So, when you flip them over, then you have, kind of like almost like you have 6. And they want to gather up here, I see. I tried to spread them apart, but so I got that part done, and then I decided to add this little doily on the top. So this is a little vintage doily piece. I cut it. I had a doily, and it was a doily like this, made up. It was round. It was made up of these little doilies like this, and I cut this one off right here, say. Okay, and so I attached it here. I gathered it up with the tassel tonight. I gathered it up with some wax cord. I tried a piece of denim, and it just was too bulky. So I said, I need something. I've got this bulk here, because the denim is a little bulky, so you don't want to use too much denim if you do this. But yeah, so then I wanted it tied nice and tight also. at the top. So I use this wax cord. Sorry, and I also use that to attach the doily here at the bottom. So I just tied the wax cord through a little space here in the doily. So that's how it's attached. And then I added a jump ring here with a little lobster claw clasp to attach it to something. So I wanted to show you just real quick so we can get started on the other one, which is the BB Craft demonstration. And it's also a little tassel. I'm calling that a tassel 2. So this is, on this latest journal that I'm working on, I added a little door knocker hooker thing here. So let's see, how does this work? So it just would attach like that and it would hang on your journal. See? Isn't that cute? So yeah, or you can hang it on something else. But that is how that one works. So there's that. And let me show you this one real quick while I have my journal out. Let me put that one over there to the side for a second. So here's the other one we're going to make together. Isn't it adorable? Also denim and lace. Got some pearl beads here hanging. And this one's a little fussy. It looks easy, and it is easy, but it's a little fussy. I guess that's the hard part. And I have a lobster claw clasp up here at the top also. So you just also open that up, hook it on, and there you have a pretty little tassel hanging on your journal. Isn't that adorable? So there's so many, I have so many ideas for these little crimp ends that this is just one of many. So I'm hoping to do more videos and give you some more ideas that I have roaming around in my head. I better write them down before I forget them, right? So all I did, these are silver. I used the silver ones on here. And I have a silver charm, so I think I'm going to stick with the silver. So let's go ahead and get our crimp ends out here. Let's see how quick, because like I said, these 2 tassels took me forever to make tonight. But I was kind of figuring things out too, how I wanted to do it and stuff. Because I had an idea, but I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. Okay, so then I took a strip piece of denim. So let's get a piece of denim. So here's a piece of denim. That's a little wide. Let me see if I have more. See, I just took all my little denim pieces out here, and I picked out my smallest one and then kind of cut it down. Now here's a tiny one. See, I like it. I like how it turned out this wide, because then I could use it as a base. And I like this dark piece too again. So let's cut this one down. Let's see. So it's about like this. So we'll just cut this down a little bit, same size as that one. And then the width is almost the same. It's just a sliver bigger, and I would like it to keep it the same so that it just looks, you know, the whole dimension of it looks right when we get done. You know, I don't want it to be, because this is a small, kind of a small tassel, as you can see, so you don't want to start out with some, plus the crimps, I don't want it to overpower the little crimp ends. Okay, so then I have 2 pieces of lace and another strip of denim here. So first I put a wider lace here, and the lace is not hooked into the bottom or attached to the bottom crimp here. So I made it a little shorter than the end of the denim. So say the end of the denim is right there. Where's my scissors? So cut a little bit above that. Okay, let me straighten that out because I cut that a little crooked. This is all vintage lace I'm using here that I've picked up at thrift stores. So see how pretty that is already? So there's that, and then I put another thin strip of because I want to see the lace around the neck. So that's a little bit. Let me see my denim here. It's a little bit wider than that piece. Let me see if I have another strip here. This one's real shaggy, so I don't know if I want to use that one. Let me see. I might have to cut it. Oh, here's one. Yeah, this might be good, except it's a little wider. So now I need to cut this down a little bit, about like that, about 1/8 of an inch off. So let's cut that. So So I cut that, and I put everything even at the top, right even. Okay, so see how that, let's see if that's about almost exactly like this one. Okay, and then I cut a piece of this lace, and this is the lace I used in the other, you know, the other tassel, the bigger tassel. It's not a big tassel, but it's bigger than this, right? So then this one, see how it's a little smaller than other lace, but it covers the denim, but you can still see through it. So, and I don't want it to attach in the bottom crimp, so I don't want that too long, so about right there. Let's cut it off about right there. All right. Let me cut that and see if my bottom piece is a little crooked here. Let me get that straight. Okay, so I'm going to put that even again at the top. Just everything's very even at the top and doesn't go down to the bottom. Okay, then I take my first crimp. I want it all centered too. Make sure it's centered. I mean, it doesn't really have to be perfect, but I would like it centered if possible. Okay, now we're going to put our crimp on there. See, every time I pick it up, it moves. Okay. Of course, when I was off video, I didn't do this, right? Okay, so then I get my crimp on there. And what I did was I got my crimp on there. Make sure your lace is straight. That one's trying to fold on me. Get your crimp on there. And then I pushed it together with my fingers a little bit just to get everything on here, you know, not coming apart. Okay, so I got it on there. See, it's kind of like on there. Want to say that again, Sherry? It's on there. Okay. Then I have these little pliers here, you know, that I use for all kinds of stuff. So then I just squished it together with these. Make sure it's on there. I'm not going to say that again. I don't want to hear it. I'm getting silly now. I've been doing this too long. I got other stuff to do. No, not really. Yeah, actually I do. Okay, so I want to make sure this is tight because this end's gonna be hanging from my journal. It might be tugged on a little bit, but not too much. You know, we're not rough with stuff, are we? So I'm just squishing it together to make sure those crimps, those teeth are in my fabric and they're just hanging on tight. Okay, I think it's tight. It feels tight. Let's go ahead and put the other one on. What did I do with it? Yeah, let's go ahead and put this one on because I want to get this all done in pretty quick fashion here. So again, we're going to see, I'm not going to let anything get in there except for just the base piece of denim. Again, I want it centered. I'm going to push it on with my fingers. If you can't push it on with your fingers, just get your little tool and do it with your tool. If you feel like your fingers aren't maybe strong enough or it's not, you know, holding on, which I'm pressing pretty hard with my fingers. See, it's kind of like on there now. It's grabbing, but I really need to tighten it up with my little tool here. Okay, let me squish it this way first because I don't want to pull it off. Well, I guess I need to really get it on there where the teeth are though. And squish those teeth into the fabric. Okay, let's do the other side. See what I mean? It was a little fiddly, but it's not hard. It's just a little fiddly with all the little pieces, right? But it's so cute when you're done. Okay, so everything, those two pieces are on. Let's go ahead and attach our lobster claw clasp in case we run out of time for this. But what I did was 2 jump rings. I have my jump rings right here. You can also get these from BB Craft. These are from one of my past orders from BB Craft. I got this whole order jump rings and got all of those. So let's see. I used, I think I used this size right here. It's the 3rd from the biggest size. Like they start out really tiny over here and they go around and get bigger, 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 bigger. So I'm going to get 2 for the top and I need 1, 2, 3 for the bottom. So let's go ahead and get think I used a smaller, actually I think I used a big one and then 2 smaller ones. So let's go ahead and get those out. So we have 5 jump rings. Okay, so the lobster claw clasps. Let's get a silver one. Let's get a silver one, doesn't matter which one. Let's see, I just want to make sure I get one at least that big, that size. Yeah, that's that same size. It's a little darker, but that's okay. It'll match the jump rings. Okay, so let's get these on here. So, oh, that's from something else. So then you just open up your little, this is, you may know of an easier way, and you might be more of an expert in like jewelry making and using these things. Just how I did it, you know, as I was figuring things out. So, but you know, we've all seen the videos where you turn these like that, open them up, get them on your little, whatever you're putting them on. So this, we're putting it through the little hole in the top of the little crimp end here. And I'm going to go ahead and put my other jump ring on there. Okay. Trying to slip out of my hand. Yeah, it's still trying to slip out of my hand. See if this, I might have to open it up a little bit more, but it looks like it should fit in there. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Nope, it's not going. Okay, let me open it up a little bit more just to get that jump ring in there. Okay, where's my little pliers? Yeah, see, it's a little fiddly. All right, yeah, that should fit. Yeah, it's a little fiddly with all the jump rings. Okay, so I'm going to close this one up because now I have to open up the other one. The second one we just put on there. And this is so that you can have it all hanging in the right direction. You know what I mean? I want extra, like I don't want to put my jump ring right on that loop. I want it up a little bit. So then you have to put another jump ring on there to have your lobster claw clasp hanging in the right direction so that you can hook it on to a journal like I did when I showed you how I hooked it on there. So let me see, where's my opening? Where's my opening? Here it is. Okay, so I have my opening right here. Open that. I don't need to open too much, I don't think. Just enough to get that little lobster claw clasp on there. So now what you do is be careful and make sure you put this on in the right direction, as we're talking about direction. So that one goes that way. This one is going that way. And so I want this to hook to my journal. So I need the opening in the back. So I put it on like this with the closed part facing me. So let's see if I'm doing this right. I put it on there. And then I'm going to, before I close it, I want to see if it's hanging right. Well, that'll do it. Just don't want it to all come apart. Okay, so I've got my, I've got my jump ring, my first jump ring that's hanging that way, which is kind of opposite of the tassel. And then you have your other one, which is hanging this way, and this is hanging this way, and it is right. Okay, so we're going to close up. See, I just, you know, I didn't have to do that, but I wanted to show you. Probably hard to see too, but that's why I'm doing it, being very careful, because I don't want to close it up and have to open it up again, and you know, because it's hanging in the wrong direction. So it's just something to watch out for. So now we're going to try to close this up tight so that nothing falls off. You know what I mean? So see how it is. Let me show you this way. So we've got the 2 jump rings. See, this one's hanging. It's hard, it's fiddly, and it's hard to show on video, but see, well, it did come off. I got to tighten it up some more apparently, which, but okay. Let's do it again. I would like to have it all together for you. It's like these things are so crazy. Of course, it's going to come off on video, right? But you have the slightest little, see now, I won't be able to get it back on there without opening it, but of course it came off with no problem, right? Oh, I did get it on there. So which one is it that's open? It must be the bottom one. The bottom one is not quite. I need a little bit of a tweak here. See, it wasn't quite together. So there we go. It showed me my errors there by just coming apart. Okay, now that looks even. Okay, it looks even. Okay, I think it's even. All right, so let's not waste any more time and get busy with our bottom little dangle here. So for this, first I did my little pearl. I did a little pearl bead dangle there. So I had 2 pearls, and I have a little pin here that you use for making bead dangles. I have the one with a little loop in the bottom. So I just put it on here, put my 2 little pearls on there. And let's see. See, I was figuring this out when I did this before, so I probably took longer because I was figuring it out. I didn't know what I wanted to do really. So I just made I want to make a little loop. This is all I need. I don't need the whole pin, so I'm going to cut this off. I want to leave enough of a space there to make a good loop, but I don't want too much because I want to close it up, you know what I mean? So I'm going to cut that off. And then we've got our little steel piece on top, and see, we're going to eventually put a little, we're going to put a little jump ring through here, but let's get this tight, because this is another thing that you need tight so that nothing comes apart later. So we're just going to twist a little loop here. And just twist it around with it. I do use the very tip of my needle nose pliers here just to get that real as tight as I can, and twist it around as much as I can so that nothing will come apart. Okay, and I think last time I kind of moved it around like this and just got it all straight as I could. See, it still needs a little twist there. As far as I'm concerned, it needs a little twist. And yeah, I'm getting the very tip in there so that I can just, it's fiddly. You can see why it took me so long. Okay, I think I'm good. I think it's right down to the pearl there. Okay, so then I take a little jump ring. I put one on one end and 2 on the other end. So let's go ahead and get 1 on there. Let's see, here's my little pliers. I just think these are so cute, and I mean, once you figure out what you're doing, it's pretty easy. It's just like it took me so long before the video because I just, I never used these before, so I was figuring it out, right? So there's a loop. We put the crimp in there on that too, on this end, so we have this little loop here. And you could just hang all kinds of stuff from the other end. If you want, you could just make a super long bead dangle and keep on going, add jump rings and beads and stuff. I'm just, I don't want to overload this little thing, so I'm not gonna, but you can make your denim longer and, make more. And you can hang a beads from the top too. I was going to do that, and then I decided to hang it from the bottom. Okay, so there's part of our bead dangle. And then we're going to add 2 jump rings here again so that our charm hangs in the right direction. Let's see, is it hanging in the right direction? Yeah, I got it. Okay, hold on. Okay. See, it's all going in the right direction. This charm has a front and back. Maybe some charms don't, but this one does. Like if you hung a butterfly there, it might not have. I guess butterfly charms have a front and back, don't they? Or a flower, or whatever you whatever little charms you have. Okay, so let's open this one up. See, now that I've done it once, I'm trying to kind of see a faster way of doing it, more efficient way of doing it. So I need a jump ring. This is going to be attached there, but this jump ring is going to be on the bottom of this one. So let's go ahead and put that on there. And I guess that's the most efficient way I can do it right now, because I need this on here, on this little bottom loop that we just made. So we need that to go in there. Of course, that didn't happen when I was off video. You know it didn't. Let's see, where'd all my little stuff go now? All right. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Sorry, guys. It's just, I told you it was fiddly, right? I think I'm just going to use my fingers. That might be easier. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right. Got a little hole. We got it in the hole. Okay, so we got to close this one up. Hope you don't mind. Real-time crafting here. And I know I need to hurry up because my time's probably almost up, but we're almost done. We might make it before the camera cuts me off. Okay, so all we got to do is get this little charm on the bottom here, and we will be good to go. We're going to open that up. Now I want to make sure it's going in the right direction, so don't fall off. Don't fall off. Okay, so we got that one going. Well, of course it fell off. All my efficiency just went right out the window. Okay, so this one is going across. This one is going the other way, and I want this one facing that way. So, okay, I see how it has to go. It has to go like this. Okay, this should be right. Get it back on here. Put it back together. And we will be done. I know this was a fiddly one, but I hope you enjoyed it because it's pretty different from anything I've done before. And really anything I've seen anybody, I haven't seen anyone else make a tassel like this with the little crimp in. So super cute. This is this one. And this is how it will look on a journal. I'm not going to hook it on there right now. I'm just going to show you so I can lay it down on here. I'll hook on the little hook there and hang. And then you have your little tassel and your little charm and your beads. And isn't it cute? And you got your little lace and everything is loose so you can see it. If you want to look at it, you can open it up and look at it. But yeah, so let me show you everything we made tonight. Get all this stuff out of the way here. Made a little bit of a mess. Okay, so real quick, we made this one together. And it has a little love charm on the bottom with the pearls. This one has this other little pretty charm with some flowers on it. Cute. And this is the other one with the doily. Adorable. So I'm going to put these in my shop. I don't know how they'll be listed yet. They could, I don't think I want to put them all together. Maybe one of these separate and maybe one, you know, a couple of these together. That would be cool, right? So I hope you enjoyed something different tonight. And, you know, just stay tuned for next week's Tassel Tuesday. I always try to do something interesting and, you know, come up with new ideas. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and hit that bell and check out all the other participants and all the BB Craft, you know, links that I have below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Everyone have a great day.